Chapter 256. Be good and let me beat you up. Those guys really did not let Xue Fanxin go ashore. Such actions angered Jiushang. His face was filled with fury, and even killing intent had emerged. Little Lei was just worried about not having a chance to show off, but unexpectedly, these fools presented themselves on a platter. Hence, he took the initiative to say, "Master, let me help you teach them a lesson. Do you want them dead or alive?" Jiushang said coldly, "Make them wish they were dead." "Master, don't worry, your order will be fulfilled." Xue Fanxin understood Little Lei. She knew that he wanted to perform well now to make up for his previous mistakes. She mourned for the few people in her heart. She could already imagine how tragic those people would be. After all, Little Lei's fists were very hard. Shuri and Fuyun also secretly pitied them, waiting to see their miserable outcome. Offending a certain lord was a terrifying matter. Hence, they prayed for the crowd ashore. Unlike them, the crowd had no idea about their tragic ending. They were still shouting arrogantly from above, "Tell us your scround, which family are you from? If you're not from the four great clans, what would happen if we aren't from the four great families?" Little Lei asked in a provocative manner. He stretched his body in the water, prepared to beat someone up. "If you're not from the four great clans, then get lost. If you dare to go ashore, then don't blame us for being ruthless. This place belongs to the four great clans. If you don't want to die, then quickly Before the speaker could finish, he was suddenly sent flying by a punch and screamed miserably. Little Lei's figure flashed and turned into a purple light that flew to the shore. He sent the speaker flying, then flashed behind him. Before his body landed on the ground, he kicked him into the sky again, then flashed into the air and kicked him down. In just 2 breaths, Little Lei had beaten him to half dead. He was barely hanging on to his last breath. A few of his bones had been broken. He lay on the ground eating dirt and could not move. The worst thing was that he had not fainted and was still awake. It was precisely because he was awake that he felt pain. It was so painful that it was worse than death. The others were frightened by the scene. Even now, they had yet to react. They had no idea how that young guy had attacked. They only saw their own man being beaten miserably. If they were in his place, just the thought of it made them terrified. It seemed like these people were not simple. They had to hurry back and report. "Quick, go back and report to Young." Someone suggested going back and reporting. But his words were cut short by a punch from Little Lei to his face. He spat out a mouthful of blood, and even his teeth were knocked out. He was also sent flying. What do you want?" The last 2 people were frightened when they realized Little Lei was looking in their direction. "Master said that he wants you to live a life worse than death." "I'm only carrying out Master's task." "Sai, who asked you to be so stupid? Of all people, you could have offended anyone, but you just had to offend Master. You should obediently accept the beating now," Little Lei said sincerely before continuing to beat up everyone on the shore. Xue Fanxin had already climbed onto the shore. Seeing that Little Lei was hitting people so ruthlessly, she said leisurely, "How violent." Shuri and Fuyun looked at each other and thought to themselves, "I think you're more violent." Back then, the Xue sisters, Elder Mo, and the second master of the Yi family had also been in such a terrible state.